What's going on to all of my Pisces out there? So let's get into this for y'all. Um, okay, so for you Pisces, you have the Knight of Wands, Magician, Six of Wands, the Strength. Then you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, Two of Swords, Four of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and last but not least, the Emperor. So what I'm seeing here for you Pisces, right? Some of you Pisces may have someone coming in, the Knight of Wands, the Magician, the Six of Wands, that are interested in you, but they are a little bit apprehensive of showing you that. So it's someone that you could know, someone that you may end up meeting for the first time. Either way it goes, um, you and this person hit it off. You know, the two of you, so far, so good, right? The two of you are compatible. So far, so good. I'm not saying that things can't necessarily change in the future, but as for right now, when you just started meeting them a few days ago, maybe even a week ago, things seem to be going well for the both of you. Um, I mean, they haven't shown you any kind of ill will just yet. The Strength card and the Ten of Pentacles represents just as it is that I'm talking about. The idea that in essence, again, the Strength card represents all that pride, right? And they don't necessarily want to come out and say that they like you because they'll think that you think of them as a punk, right? Or they may end up getting played. So they're, like I said, so the Strength, the Magician, they're a little bit apprehensive about telling you that they're interested in you. Now, I will say that they are dropping hints, but y'all already know my style, right? Um, I mean, honestly speaking, y'all already know my style. Y'all can handle this a couple of ways. Y'all can, if you like them, that is, you can ask them if they want to hang out, right? Before they ask you, because they may never actually muster up the guts to ask you, right? And then another way is for you to blatantly ask them if they like you, if they are interested in you directly, and see where that conversation or observe where that conversation goes. I mean, to be honest with you, sometimes it works, but the person has to have a certain amount of their ego under control for them to say, yes, I do like you directly when you ask them. Because most of the times, I will tell you this, most of the times, the way that it plays itself out from a position of um, people normally say no. And they say no because even though they do like you, they don't want to go through the humility or the humbling moment of just being like, yeah, I'm interested. That's the reason why it is that, I'm, you know, dropping all these low key hints in. Because, like I said, with so many of the games, one of the games is, the idea of like people not necessarily, because like I said before, there's levels to it. There's levels of game. Not everybody is going to be malignant with it, but in essence, games are malignant because even down to the level where a person is just scared and they're not necessarily going to let you know that they're interested in you, there's still an element of they're really dropping hints. But at the same time, if you were to go up to them and say something, the narrative is you the narrative is, even though they liked you and you may like them, they were too chicken to actually say anything. So you had to essentially say something, which is what it is that they wanted anyway. So it's just a matter of give and take, what it is that you Pisces ultimately want to do, if you're even interested in them, because there might be a chance that you're not interested in them. Now, the Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords represents this being a situation for you where the Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords is that you're actually thinking about getting to know them, right? You're thinking about it. You may not. Now I'm saying that they may have been dropping a couple of hints here and there, because they're, like I said before, whenever it is that you see people dropping hints but they're not directly coming straight forward, it's because they're really scared. They're trying to drop these little hints. But I want y'all to understand, though, that, make no mistake about it, even though they're dropping these hints that they're interested in you, it's still a form of manipulation. It's still games. So if you Pisces are okay with that, and you're willing to take a chance and actually get to know these people and ask them directly, hey, are you interested in me? Then by all means do that. But if you Pisces are not willing to do that, then you need to be direct about it and ask the person if they are interested in you, just to see. And this is their one chance. And if they say no after this point, it doesn't matter how many hints they drop, you need to leave that alone, because they had their opportunity. Now, if you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called a link tree. Okay. Click on it. It has my outlets in which you can support me, from the books that I have on Amazon to my Instagram page, right? You can also give me a follow. My Teespring store, aka clothing, anything from pants, shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, sweatshirts, right, are on there, as well as go get a private tarot reading directly from me. It'll say private tarot reading, which will lead you directly to my website. And but yeah, so thank you, by the way. And there's also my email address up in it, Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Send me an email just in case, if you don't want to pay through my website, we could work it out. Thanks. But then you have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands represents this being a situation where, now that you can be a little bit on guard before you even get a chance to ask them, because I'm showing you the multiple choices that you have. You can either not even get into it with them, stop talking to them entirely, right? But when I say not get into it with them, I mean don't even go for it. Don't even try to flirt with them back. Stop talking to them completely. You end up, right, speaking to them on that level first, or directly ask them if they're interested in you. Now, the Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands, I will say that some of these people, I'm not even going to lie, some of these people will, I see two situations happening, as far as for some of you, right? Um, for some of you, I see, unfortunately, uh, these people trying to act like they're tough and trying to make it seem like, no, they're not, even though they was dropping hints. And this is what I'm getting at when I say that the dating pool is goofy, because even sometimes when people try to drop hints that they're interested in you, what is the problem with just having some heart and just coming out blatantly and saying, I like you? Because ultimately, we talk about risking it all. We all have to risk it all for something that we want. So the idea of, oh, well, I'm scared. I don't want this person to know that I like them, but you like them, but you want to be with them. It's like, yeah. It's like, okay, so at some point you're going, again, that shy stuff. At some point you're going to have to get over the shy nonsense, because you can't be too shy to the point where you let opportunities go and end up getting squandered, right? So essentially, some of them will say, yeah, I'll say that, but most of them will say yeah. But then some of them will still act like, what? No. And then you know a few days afterwards they'll be like, yeah, I'm interested. So so um let's clarify the emperor. Let's clarify the emperor. Six of Wands, Knight of Cups, Two of Swords, the Hermit. Right. The Six of Wands and Knight of Cups. The Emperor represents you. It's showing that you're ready to leave if they're not really serious about you. If they don't say yeah, if they don't come clean about the situation, if and when some of you ask them, if some of you Pisces try to talk with them and they turn you down, you Pisces ain't playing that. Y'all just ain't gonna contact them ever again, because a lot of you Pisces don't see the value in contacting a person that you know for a fact was dropping hints. And some of them are just too chicken to say yeah. Some of them are too chicken to take up any kind of action about it. You Pisces are not playing. So the Two of Swords and the Hermit represents what? The Two of Swords is you being like, see, I knew, you know what I mean? I knew that this would happen, that you were too scared to do anything about it. And the Hermit represents them kind of being in a situation now where it's like, now that for some of you, because it will work for some of you, but now that just before, like for the ones for the Pisces where people was like, oh, no, then you Pisces started to be like, okay, so I'm bouncing. And then they give you a call again, or they text you and they're like, hey, I was lying. I really do like you. But they almost miss some of you Pisces though. But more often than not, these people will let you know that they are interested in you if you directly ask them. That would probably be the best route or the better route, you know because then you can get a direct answer. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, we have 4,620 some odd subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.